Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Cadano once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now the CBBI indicator is sitting at 46. Okay, it's telling us that the market's not cooked or it's actually met its peak at the moment. I think the highest we got, the CBBI confidence, was at 75 just there when we put in that high in the summer of 2021, and then we came back. You know, we put in this low down here at 45, which is 1 point lower than where we are right now before we bottomed out, which is something to think about. Okay, I mean, it's not signaling the bottom, you know, I'm not saying that, but it's something to think about. We're currently at 46, and the absolute low that we put in the retracement in the summer was 45. We did go on here to put in a new high, all-time high in the price action, obviously at 69k, but the CBBI only got to around about 63, so there's a bit of a divergence just there. So for me, you know, I think that potentially if we can bottom out here, because we are looking for a spring on Bitcoin. I know this is the historical Bitcoin chart, but you know, Bitcoin is the front runner, and we do need to pay attention to Bitcoin. You know, it is the king, basically, and a lot of people don't realize that, so you have to respect it. Okay, so this is an amazing indicator just for the overall crypto markets, because you can see that when Bitcoin corrects, you know, Cardano corrects, and when Bitcoin goes up, you know, Cardano catches up basically. But in the summer it did bolt first, and it has bolted quite aggressively at the minute, and it's coming back to a key level support, which I will show you. So you know, Cardano is kind of mirroring what it did in the summer, where it sort of left the gates early, so to speak, and that's why it's putting that huge impulsive move, and that's why it's just been in that real big deep retracement for so long, isn't it? But it's looking to break, it's looking to hold, and there is a bit of a pattern that's potentially forming right now on the daily time frame, a bit of a bullish pattern that I'm going to show you. Okay, when everyone's becoming really fearful, like I said to you, these are the optimum entry points right here. So for me, you know, the market's not cooked. I'm looking for it to get to the 100. Does it mean it will definitely get there? Of course it doesn't. You know, the past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but so far, you know, we are sort of holding strong, aren't we, you know, in this bull market. So the CBBI is sitting at 46. It did bottom out at 45 on Bitcoin, so it's something to think about. Another indicator that I'm going to show you is the fear and greed indicator. So the current fear and greed indicator, as you can see, is sitting at extreme fear, 24. Again, you know, if you look at historical data, always really good entry points. And you can see, like I said to you in the Bitcoin videos, I do potentially see us coming down here, consolidating, going sideways. I mean, we've mirrored it. I said to you, you're going to put in a high, come back down to the lows, go sideways, retest the lows, and at that point, get the spring. And this is what we're looking for on Bitcoin, okay? I'm looking for that until I'm not, you know, down here, as was here, people are getting really, really bearish, thinking we're entering a bear market, or we're going to go down to 20k or 10k or 14k, you know. I don't necessarily envision that. I think that's hopium. We're holding structure for the continuation of a trend, as we did here in the summers, and then we broke out and everyone missed out on the opportunity. You know, we're doing exactly the same. So, you know, it doesn't guarantee that it's going to be the same, but so far it is. Do you understand that? So until we sort of roll over and lose the lows, I'm looking at a potential breakout to the upside, especially for Cadano as well. So let's take a look at the Cadano chart right now, okay? So I'm looking at Cadano here on the daily time frame. You can see, like I've said to you so many times, you've held the lows, you've got a high. So structurally you're sound. I know we've come down, we're putting this whopping retracement down here, but it's because we bolted so aggressively. I mean, look at that, you know, and then boom, we sold off right there. But we are holding these lows. And like I said to you, previous update here, we rallied into the daily 55. We've rallied into the daily 55. We've came down and we're forming some kind of V-shaped recovery just there, look, for Cadano, coming back into the EMAs as we did here, and we're coming back into the EMAs here as well, potentially forming some kind of reversal pattern here at the moment. Okay, so just there we're putting this beautiful W bottom pattern, we broke out and we went long basically. Okay, so right now there is another bit of a pattern that's forming here that I'm not seeing a lot of people talk about, and it's a potential inverse head and shoulders pattern that's starting to form for Cadano. So you've got a key level of resistance just there, okay, this ascending level of resistance just there for Cadano. Let me draw that in like that. You can see resistance, and right now this is potential left shoulder, this is your head, and right now people are getting fearful, but we're coming back to key support, the daily 20 at the moment, holding it, and we're potentially carving out a right shoulder here for Cadano. If we start to hold this and come back up, you can see you've got your left shoulder, you've got your head, and you've got a potential right shoulder coming back up to retest this level of resistance, and this effectively is the bottom here holding these lows. Okay, like I said to you, if you start to roll and you lose these lows, down you go, you've got your bear market confirmation. And then equally what we're looking for is some kind of relief rally into a key level resistance, roll, failing to take out that high, losing these lows, again confirms a bear market. There's no bear market here, it's a correction basically, coming back to support before breaking up to the upside, breaking it high, continuation. Failed to do so, roll, bear market. Do you understand that? So yeah, I mean, full transparency the whole way. I've told you it's a corrective phase of a bull market. You know, I'm looking for continuation here for this amazing project that is Cardano. I mean, the development on this particular project is going through the roof. Okay, so again, fundamentals doesn't guarantee, you know, upside, but it is a serious project, and this is why I do cover it for you. So potentially, if this can continue to do this and carve out this right shoulder when everyone's being really fearful, and you hold these lows, it's all about holding these lows, do not fall any lower than that, because if you do that and start to come back up and hold these EMAs as well, like I said to you, run into resistance, come back to the EMAs, hold them as support, start to carve out the right shoulder there, you're going to have a technical breakout target, okay, and you're going to be looking at a beautiful little long opportunity from there to there, so that'll be your head. And wherever you do start to come up and break this level of resistance, I mean, you obviously got to come up and test it, of course, but if you start to do that, you know, at that point, wherever it is, you're looking at a lovely 43% long opportunity on Cadano moving forward. And you can see with that, you're starting to really retrace high to these highs, okay? And with that, you know, you're starting to retrace to the highs. And if we can come up and hold that, you can see that's a 786 roughly. It depends where you break out. Now, if you start to come up and break above and hold that, you're going to attack that high, and then you're looking at $5.92, $5.90 up there. Fibonacci 1618 target in the bull run for Cadano when everyone's really fearful. But all Cadano ever did was come up, got overextended, consolidated before breaking out to the upside. So that's basically Cadano. This is a pattern that we're looking at, but to validate this particular scenario that I'm looking at right now, you know, we have to hold this low. So we do not want to see this low loss, because if we do, we're going to invalidate this particular scenario that I'm looking at for Cadano, where we're coming back, carving out the right shoulder, coming up to resistance and breaking out to the upside. I mean, from here right now, if it does do this, okay, you're looking at a whopping 86% long opportunity. Now obviously, you know, it's entirely up to you, but you could open a long, a leverage long with a stop loss. Obviously always set a stop loss, you know, manage your risk management basically, you know, don't get stopped out, or don't even set a stop loss where you lose all your money. This is what I'm trying to say to you. These opportunities are highly tradable. You can do it on Bybit. The link is in each and every single video description. You know, take advantage of the deposit bonus as well. But yeah, stay healthy, stay strong, and stay tuned, and good luck everybody in this bull market for Cadano. Take care everyone. Bye bye.